All right, we're here today to show you how to install a Digidapter inner ring on a 854ED Alpen Ranier eyepiece. It's a 20 to 60x zoom. So the first thing you'll want to do is to extend your eye cup and remove this rubber. And it does have a little bit of adhesive on there, but it's pretty easy to get off. So you just take it and take your thumb. You can just kind of work the rubber eye cup off like this. You have to stretch it, and there is just a couple small dabs of adhesive on here that you don't need to replace really. The next thing you'll want to do is there's a rubber band here for adjusting your zoom, and it's just a rubber band. You just have to work it off, and I just typically kind of give it a squeeze like this and kind of bulge it up so you can get your hands on it, and then just work it off like this. And you can just set it aside. So once you get that off, you'll want to install the inner ring. So, collapse your adjustment back down again, and you'll use your inner ring, and there is a large bevel here. This goes to the outside, and the O-ring that you see in here, when you slide it on the eyepiece, when you first slide it on, it's going to want to drop into this groove right here, and it's going to feel like the inner ring went on, when in reality it's not on all the way. The O-ring comes over the top and actually rides up here to hold it in place. So with this on, you can just take your eyepiece back down again and take your inner ring. Actually, you can just kind of start it. It's a very close fit. That's why Digidapters work so well. Get it started, set it down, and put your fingers under the eyepiece and your palm up here like this, and just give it a firm push. You see it went down, but it's not down all the way yet. It's sitting in that groove, and give it a little firm push, and you're going to hear it snap. Now it's on. It's on firmly, so you can still adjust. There's no slop in it whatsoever. And take note, this gives you a nice indicator of how close the letters are. It kind of gives you an indicator of if it's on properly, and the distance between the inner ring here and the adjustment here. Once you have that done, you can put your rubber back on again. The rubber has a little lip on the outside. It catches behind your adjustment. So just take it like this and hold it, and give it a little squeeze, and just start rotating it and pushing it down. And you'll know it's down all the way when there's no bulge in the back and you're wrapped completely around that metal. It's nice and flat here. So your eye cup will work just like normally, and you'll just leave the inner ring on for its lifetime. Now, some cameras, and with all digiscoping, if your camera lens is being held back by the rubber, then of course you have to remove the rubber again. And it depends on your camera that you use with your scope to collapse it down. Now you notice here that rubber's not sticking up so that your camera lens can get closer to the eyepiece. So that's just something you're going to have to try. If you get vignetting in your digiscope pictures, try removing that rubber. And if you don't get any vignetting and you're lucky, you can leave the rubber on and continue to use it just like that. And then once everything's installed and it adjusts, you'll have your Digidapter. The Digidapter slides on, and you'll watch my other videos at digiscopeadapter.com to see how to do the camera setup. Thank you for choosing Digidapter, and happy digiscoping.